Yes, good evening everyone. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is DTRS session, Daily Takkar Rapid Series. So daily we are discussing 10 MCQs based on the current affairs of the day. And these MCQs are being beneficial to most of the students. Pardon me. So these MCQs are being, let's say, curated in such a manner that the new trend of UPSC asking questions from the current affairs, they are being incorporated like Prelims 2024, the areas that UPSC is asking question from the current affairs. And now this is class 8. So we have started the new lecture series for PT 2025 and we will compile all these MCQs on monthly basis, which is let's say considered as DTRS magazine of 200 MCQs. It is available on subscription basis at Lukmaan IAS website. Also, you can ask for hard copy. So today's lead topic, that is first topic, or let's say first MCQ will discuss based on this topic. It is gigantic jets. So there was a very beautiful photograph captured. Yes, good evening Rajneesh. So good evening online students, everyone. So gigantic jets, you may have seen the photographs also. It is making rounds on social media. So it is a geographical phenomenon and we should prepare from prelims examination perspective about this phenomenon. So I will explain that through first MCQ and then other 9 topics we will cover through 9 MCQs. But before that, small announcement related to ethics open strategy session for CSE Mains 2024 will be held by Ansari sir on 30th of June at 4:30 p.m. So it will be live on YouTube channel of Lukmaan IAS. Yes, good evening Sanjay, I'm fine, how are you? And yes, hope all of you are preparing for 2025 attempt. So from now itself, you should have that energy to clear the next attempt. Okay? So for ethics preparation, you should watch this particular strategy session so that next year also you can have the strategy of or prepare ethics subject from now itself. Okay? So evening में 4:30 30th June. Remember the date. Okay, so one more announcement is related to ED classes, editorial discussion classes. These ED classes are very important from prelims as well as mains perspective, largely from mains perspective, because the thorough analysis of the issues relevant to your main syllabus are done by the expert faculties, and this is going to start from 29th June. So around 5 to 6 topics will be discussed in 2.5-hour session weekly, and you will be provided a quality study material at the end of the session on those topics along with the discussion by the faculty. So yes, you may have already known about the ED classes. This is very popular program of Lukmaan IAS and the toppers suggest refer this for mains examination. So you can attend this first session. It will be open for all at 5:30 tomorrow 29th of June. Okay, now daily we are also discussing quotations, which is helping us to prepare for essay, ethics paper, and some of the captions I am providing you to motivate you for preparation of this examination. ठीक है, जैसे कि ये quote देखिए, don't watch the clock, do what it does, keep going. Yes, truly said. कि हम बार बार हमारा टाइम टेबल देखते हैं और कहीं ना कहीं हमें लगता है कि लैग हो रहा है. सो if we talk about the Takkar students, so many of the students complain that sir, we are not able to give all the tests and there is a lag in giving those tests. Somehow we are continuously looking at the clock with the dates and it basically builds up pressure. Some amount of pressure is good. It basically helps you to do extra hard work, put in more efforts in your preparation. But we should also understand that instead of getting pressurized because of that thing, you should continue your preparation. Those who are consistent, consistency is one of the most, I would say, important principle or value that student should have in this preparation journey. ठीक है, आपको consistent रहना है. There will be ups and downs in this process, but you should be consistent in terms of amount of efforts you are putting in, the amount of motivation you should have throughout this journey. तो ये कंसिस्टेंसी आपकी होनी चाहिए, एंड दैट्स व्हाई वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग, यू ट्राई टू कंटिन्यू और इम्प्लीमेंट दैट प्लान, and you should not be worried about the lag or let's say anything that is missed in that particular study plan. So whatever the study plan you are making, if you implement 70 to 80% of that plan, it's well enough. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से आपको ये रिलेट करना है आपके प्रिपरेशन के जर्नी के साथ. Now yes, these are the 10 topics which were in news, and they are most relevant we find for our prelims examination, and let's try to solve these MCQs. Yes, try to give answers. Yes, online students also try to give your answers in the comment box. First write the question number and then give the answer in front of it. Okay, with reference to gigantic jets, consider the following statement and we have to identify the correct statement. Let me give you some time. Yes, क्या आंसर होना चाहिए संजय, रजनीश and the other students who have joined online? It is the most commonly observed phenomenon in the ionosphere. ठीक है, तो you may have read the articles. ठीक है, to what you can say, Times of India पे article आया होता, Business Today पे article आया हुआ था, and you may have, let's say, read about this phenomenon. And these gigantic jets are basically the opposite of the lightning phenomenon that we observe in lower atmosphere. What happens in lightning? The lightning is basically coming down from the clouds to the ground, and it discharges that charge into the ground. We are aware about this lightning phenomenon, but the uniqueness of this particular jets is that these lightnings are going back to the space from the cumulonimbus clouds, the large clouds. So that means they are traveling in stratosphere from those clouds, in upper atmosphere, stratosphere and mesosphere, and they are reaching to lower ionosphere up to 80 kilometers from the ground, from the earth's surface. So they are not commonly observed in ionosphere, they are commonly observed in upper atmosphere, that is these. This we can say area of our atmosphere. So it will be incorrect statement. They are observed more commonly in subpolar region. Now very we can say easy to eliminate this statement. I told you it is the cumulonimbus clouds or large clouds from where they are emerging. Now cumulonimbus type of clouds are not observed in subpolar or polar region. They are largely observed in subtropical and subtropical region, or especially we can say near equatorial region, tropical regions. क्यों? वहाँ पे heating ज़्यादा होता है, and because of that we know that the atmosphere thickness, this year's prelims question, इस बार का prelims का question था कि नहीं, कि thickness of atmosphere is or troposphere is more near the equator as compared to pole. Why? Because the convectional currents of air, more heating is there of the ground, and because of that there will be the upper movement or upward movement of the wind will be more through convection, and here that's why the towering cumulonimbus clouds will be formed. So we can eliminate this. They are also known as blue jets because of their color. No, blue jets is a different phenomenon, although it is upper atmospheric lightning phenomenon similar to this gigantic jets. ठीक है, बहुत सारे अलग अलग phenomenon होते हैं, उसमें से ये एक blue jets भी है, but it is not synonymous to we can say gigantic jets. Blue jets because of the blue color. ठीक है, but the gigantic jets can be of reddish color or reddish whitish color. आप देख सकते हो फोटो में उसमें कलर भी दिखेगा आपको. ठीक है, so this is incorrect phenomenon. The scientists are still finding the cause behind such anomalous behavior of lightning. The lightning should discharge near the ground, right? Ideally, but it is going up towards the ionosphere. So it is still the area of research by the scientist. ठीक है, so this is the phenomenon. So all three statements are correct, and that's why answer here will be D. D is the correct answer. All right. Now moving on. ये देखिए फोटोग्राफ आपको दिखाई दे रहा है. So they are having purple color, reddish purple color या bluish color भी है उसमें. So this is how the phenomenon. Now again, detailed explanation of all these MCQs is attached in the description of this video. So you can download it later and you can read the detailed explanation. Now, consider the following statements related to Central Council of Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. Central Council of Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. So, regarding that particular autonomous institution, the question is framed and we have to find the correct statement. तो क्या होना चाहिए? It was established in 1978. Factually, this is correct. Factually, this is correct. We know that Ayurveda is one of the important Indian traditional medicinal system, and this is now separately promoted under Ministry of Ayush. We have, है ना, Ministry of Ayush, Ayurveda, Unani, and we can say homeopathy. ये सारे जो है सिद्ध, ये सारे इंडियन ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिनल सिस्टम जो है उनका एक अलग से एक मिनिस्ट्री बनाया गया है. एंड बेसिकली दिस पर्टिकुलर सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ रिसर्च इन आयुर्वेदिक साइंस is autonomous body under this ministry of Ayush, not Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So this is incorrect statement. Now the primary purpose is to regulate practice of Ayurveda in India. Now as the name suggests, try to take cue from the question itself or name itself. क्या है? Central Council of Research in Ayurvedic Science. So it is research oriented body, not the regulatory body. So this is incorrect. The regulatory aspect is generally considered by the different other bodies under Ministry of Health. So ये हम बोल सकते हैं कि this is incorrect. This is incorrect. Only one statement is correct. So answer would be A here. ठीक है? Yes, try to give answers, online students. So this is now easy one. So you may have gone through all the what we can say. Yes, online students, try to give answer to this one. At least try, attempt it. ठीक है? अब आप आंसर लिखिए. Yes, क्या होना चाहिए आंसर? Banerghatta National Park. It was in news recently. Why? India's largest leopard safari has started in Banerghatta National Park. It was in news. The Hindu में एक फोटोग्राफ भी आया था. Right. So कहाँ पे है? Banerghatta is basically the area in Bengaluru. Right. It is in Karnataka. So you can eliminate this. It is incorrect. ठीक है? तेलंगाना लिखा हुआ है. क्या होना चाहिए इसका आंसर? Incorrect है ये. Now, Hemis National Park, India's largest national park area-wise. Hemis National Park is located in Ladakh Union Territory. This is correct. Ladakh, cold desert. Now, Sirui National Park. आपको confusion यहाँ हो सकता है. ठीक है? ये आपको शायद पता नहीं हो. And because of only one, only two, only three, elimination method does not work in these type of questions. So, Sirui National Park is in Manipur. This is correct. It is named after Sirui lily, a unique kind of flowering species found in that particular region, and that's why the name Sirui National Park. Okay, Manipur. So only one incorrect, two are correctly matched. B is the correct answer. Fine? All right. Very good. Now moving on. Yes, Rhizotope Project, the science page of the Hindu newspaper yesterday. So there was a very good article talking about, I had given let's say reference to this particular article yesterday only. Rhizotope Project. Rhizo. Somehow it is two words mixed. Rhi for rhinoceros and isotope. Radioisotope. ठीक है? Radioactive elements. So basically this project seeks to protect rhinoceros from poaching. How? By introducing radioactive elements into the horns of rhinos. ठीक है? तो horns के लिए poaching किया जाता है ना. Somehow it is having some, let's say, medicinal properties. Although they are not proven medicinal properties, but it is poached for that particular reason, right? So yes, the project aims to use nuclear science in novel way for conservation of rhinoceros. This is correct. Now, radioisotope inserted into horns of live rhinos makes them harmful for human consumption. ठीक है, राइनोसोर को नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स हॉर्न्स को खाना ये हार्मफुल हो सकता है, बिकॉज दैट रेडियो एक्टिव मटेरियल विल गो इनसाइड द बॉडी, दैट विल हार्म. बट लेट मी टेल यू दैट द अमाउंट इज वेरी स्मॉल एंड दैट इज नॉट हार्मफुल फॉर एनवायरमेंट और दैट राइनो इटसेल्फ. ठीक है, तो उसको हार्मफुल नहीं है ये, रादर it is going to protect it from the poaching. So we can say that both statements are correct. At present it is being tried in South Africa. If it is, let's say, proven effective, then in India we know that the greater one horn rhinoceros, their population in Assam, so we can protect those rhinoceros from poaching. ठीक है, major concern काजीरंगा national park. ठीक है, so C is the correct answer. Look at this, South African scientists, they are basically putting in all that radioactive material. Now with reference to Srikakulum, Srikakulum is the district in which state? Andhra Pradesh. ठीक है, नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश, कोस्टल रीजन, तो वहां पे श्रीकाकुलम है. ठीक है, यस रजनीश, क्वेश्चन नंबर बता दो. हाँ, पिछले क्वेश्चन का सी करेक्ट आंसर है, दैट इज करेक्ट. नाउ श्रीकाकुलम, सो देयर वाज आर्टिकल रिगार्डिंग need to promote, conserve and promote the architectural we can say marvels or remains of Buddhist caves and monuments in Srikakulam district, and that's why it is in news. So we know that art and culture, somehow they are trying to link to current affairs. This year's prelims question, which of the following dance form was given UNESCO intangible heritage we can say tag? गरबा डांस फ्रॉम गुजरात, न्यूज में था. ठीक है, इवन आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर ट्वीटेड एट दैट टाइम. तो इसलिए आपको ये भी तैयार करके रखना है जो भी न्यूज में है आर्ट एंड कल्चर. यस, इट इज होम टू न्यूलिथिक एरा केव्स डिस्कवर्ड एट नंदी हिल्स इन दैट डिस्ट्रिक्ट. दिस इज करेक्ट, न्यूलिथिक एरा केव्स है वहां पर. देन सलीहुंदम साइट विच इज ऑन द बैंक ऑफ वंशाधारा रिवर. वंशाधारा ओडिशा से इस तरफ आती है आंध्र प्रदेश, एंड देन इट एंटर्स इनटू बे ऑफ बंगाल. वंशाधारा रिवर इज ईस्ट फ्लोइंग रिवर फ्रॉम ईस्टर्न घाट्स. ठीक है, तो दिस साइट एंड दंतपुरी साइट आर रिनोन्ड बुद्धिस्ट साइट्स ऑफ श्रीकाकुलम. दिस इज ऑल्सो ट्रू. अपार्ट फ्रॉम देम देर आर सम जैन आर्किटेक्चरल साइट्स ऑल्सो इन श्रीकाकुलम. ठीक है, सो वी कैन से दैट बोथ स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट हियर. सो आंसर वुड बी सी. सही है, ओके. नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू सिक्स्थ क्वेश्चन. ये देखिए, ये आर्टिकल था द हिंदू में. नाउ यस, विथ रेफरेंस टू इंडियन पेंटेड फ्रॉग, सो अगेन देयर वाज आर्टिकल, देयर वाज साइटिंग ऑफ इंडियन पेंटेड फ्रॉग in one of the let's say states in peninsular region. So we have to find the correct statement in this question. Indian painted frog is primarily nocturnal species. This is correct. Nocturnal means it comes out in its habitat during night time. ठीक है, for feeding purpose, for prey and all these things. ठीक है, तो रात के टाइम पे ये एक्टिव रहता है, डे टाइम पे एक्टिव नहीं होता है. नॉक्चर्नल, that is true. See, the framing of UPSC examination prelims statements, they are asking such kind of statements like habitat, or we can say their preying habits. ठीक है, तो it is found in Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka and also Nepal. ठीक है, इंडिया में सेंट्रल एंड ईस्टर्न let's say parts of India, there the Indian painted frog is largely found. It has been categorized as critically endangered. तो आपको critically endangered और endangered species रट के जाना है एग्जाम के लिए अच्छे से, उनका habitat, characteristics, conservation status and all these things. But this is not critically endangered, it is least concern, IUCN we can say conservation status, least concern. So this is incorrect. Only two statements are correct. So B is the correct answer. Then the seventh question. What about this one? Recently, the speaker of 18th Lok Sabha was elected with voice vote. This was the term. Now they are asking question on basic, we can say terminologies in prelims examination. So what is voice vote? How it is done? From which country we have adopted this particular method? ठीक है, तो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वॉइस वोट हैव बीन बोरोड फ्रॉम पार्लियामेंट ऑफ यूके, दिस इज करेक्ट, दिस हैज बीन इन प्लेस इवन बिफोर इंडिपेंडेंस ड्यूरिंग ब्रिटिश एरा। ठीक है, तो वॉइस वोट में क्या होता है, वॉइस वोट में क्या होता है कि एमपीज को बोला जाता है इफ दे आर एग्रीइंग द रिजोल्यूशन और मोशन, देन सिंपली दे हैव टू से आई, and if they do not agree, then they have to say no, and the presiding officer will count those oral votings and simply decide on whether motion is passed or it is not passed. And you should understand the number of ayes and noes are not recorded officially in voice vote. It is recorded bola gaya hai, it is not recorded in voice vote. You should know this. Only the result is recorded in the parliamentary records, whether the motion is passed or not. यही record करता है, number of votes, voice votes नहीं record होते उसमें. So we can say this is incorrect. Now it can be challenged and the division of votes can be demanded. Suppose some opposition MP, let's say our Rahul Gandhi, who is the leader of opposition, feels that the number of ayes and noes जो काउंट किए गए हैं वो गलत है, then they can demand the presiding officer to count the vote, and this counting is done through division method. So number of ayes and number of noes are now counted. ठीक है, तो this is correct statement we can say. Again two statements, that is 1 and 3 are correct. So क्या आंसर होगा इसका, C is the answer. All right. So मजा आ रहा है इसमें सॉल्व करने में, ठीक है। डेली आपके 10 MCQs क्वालिटी MCQs की प्रैक्टिस हो रही है करंट अफेयर्स की, है ना। आपके फ्रेंड्स को भी बताइए कि कैसे ये इनिशिएटिव आपको हेल्प करेगा प्रीलिम्स पास होने के लिए, ठीक है। नाउ विथ रेफरेंस टू ऑफिशियल क्रेडिटर कमिटी, इट वाज इन न्यूज, क्यों न्यूज में था, रिलेटेड टू डेट रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग ऑफ श्रीलंका। पिछले 2 साल से ये न्यूज में है, श्रीलंका इज फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम, सोवरिन डेट क्राइसिस। सो with regarding to that, they have arrived at the final agreement, this particular committee. So as the name suggests, official creditor committee, so basically it is the committee from made up of representatives from the creditors. Creditors can be any bank, any, so let's say country, or we can say international banks also, and together they restructure sovereign debt of any country. So it deals with, we can say, restructuring of sovereign debt. Now, so second statement is tricky. It operates under the overall framework of IMF, International Monetary Fund. Now, you may think that हो सकता है. Here comes 50% risk. You should know that OCC, that is Official Credit Committee, is not part of IMF. Rather, it is independent body representing the creditors. And many times, these creditors work in collaboration with Paris Club, because Paris Club is again the group of countries or group of creditor countries, and they involve in such kind of negotiations. They provide the debt or they provide the loans, and we can say that somehow when the country is not able to repay that in time, then restructuring may be done, and Paris Club is involved in that. ठीक है, तो मेजोरिटी ऑफ डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज दे आर इन्वॉल्व इन दिस पेरिस क्लब, ठीक है, एंड इट इज नॉट हैविंग एनी लिंक विद वर्ल्ड बैंक और IMF और वी कैन से एनी अदर बॉडी, रिमेंबर दिस। सो इट इज इनकरेक्ट, ओनली वन, A इज द करेक्ट आंसर, ठीक है, A इज द करेक्ट आंसर। नाउ द 9th क्वेश्चन related to microwave obscurant chaff rocket. It was in news recently. DRDO had handed over the medium range MOC rocket to Indian Navy. इसलिए ये न्यूज में था, ठीक है। तो let's try to know about this technology. Yes, it is developed by DRDO. So this is correct statement. Now, this particular technology is generally used to obstruct the radar of enemy country. Look at this. It creates a cloud of tiny particles that reflect or absorb radar signals, usually to disrupt the enemy radars for military purposes. So basically it is It is for military tactics, we can say, and this technology is useful in warfare. So we can say that this is also correct, and both statements are correct. C is the correct answer. Fine. Now the last question for the day. 10th question. Yes, cocoa production. Look at the 2024, this year's prelims question. Which of the following countries are well known for two largest cocoa producers in the world? Quite easy. Those who know that cocoa is a plantation crop growing in the hot and humid areas, यानी कि इक्वेटर के नजदीक में, ठीक है, इक्वेटर के यस रजनीश, सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर लास्ट क्वेश्चन. सो इक्वेटर के नजदीक में जो कंट्रीज है, तो आप देखिए एलिमिनेशन मेथड कैसे यूज हुआ था इसमें. मोरक्को एंड अल्जेरिया, they are beyond Sahara in the northern Africa, so they are beyond tropics basically, eliminated, and they are desert region. No, Morocco and Algeria desert region hai. Now Botswana and Namibia again from the southern Africa side, South Africa के just north में है हम Namibia and Botswana, तो वहां पे भी इक्वेटर हम नहीं बोलेंगे, 20 डिग्री साउथ एंड दैट रीजन. दिस इज एलिमिनेटेड. मादागास्कर एंड मोजाम्बिक इज आल्सो इन लाइन विद दैट, ठीक है, जहां से हम बोल सकते हैं कि ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न जा रहा है नीचे के साइड में. दिस इज एलिमिनेटेड. somehow Cote d'Ivory and Ghana, they are near the equator, and yes, they are the largest. Cote d'Ivory is the largest producer of cocoa in the world. ठीक है, fine. It is grown in hot and humid regions of the world. That is true. Largely we can say that the rainforest regions of the world. Cocoa trees is native to Amazon basin in South America. This is also correct. सो ओरिजिनली देखा जाए तो ये प्लांट जो प्लांट किया गया था ह्यूमन ने पहले, वहां पे मिला था ये साउथ अमेरिका, देन इट बेसिकली वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड ऑन अदर कॉन्टिनेंट्स लाइक अफ्रीका एंड एशिया. देन इन इंडिया इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द प्रोडक्शन, केरला, कर्नाटका, सदर्न स्टेट्स, दे आर नियर द इक्वेटर, राइट, ट्रॉपिकल, नियर द इक्वेटर, कर्नाटका. Then we have Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So these four countries, four states leading producers of cocoa. Then United States of America is the world's largest producer, accounting for, this is incorrect, it's the Cote d'Ivory, ठीक है, Ivory Coast जिसको बोलते हैं, Cote d'Ivory. So this is eliminated, and only 1 and 2, very good, D is the correct answer, ठीक है. Yes Rajnish, very good that you are attempting, and many of you let's say questions, answers are correct here. So this is good thing that you are participating, and try to follow these sessions on daily basis. It is surely going to benefit you. Download the detailed explanation from the description of this video. Then regarding Takkar year-long test series, daily I am announcing, it is going to be very helpful for all of you. There will be mains answer writing practice and prelims MCQ practice till December as a part of phase 1. Then in phase 2, rigorous MCQ solving practice at higher level in, we can say, phase 2 from January till your prelims. Then again intensive mains answer writing practice will be there after prelims as a part of phase 3, and phase 4 interview guidance program. It will also include your CSAT papers, current affairs papers of prelims examination, and for mains it includes essay also. These tests will also include the PYQs, ठीक है, इसमें PYQs भी होंगे. So you can join the Takkar year-long test series which has recently started on 22nd of June, and tomorrow only there is first test, ठीक है. Okay, any question, any doubt? All right, let us stop then.